What's up, my fellow traders? Hope you all having an awesome day. A quick one here on nat gas, gold, silver, crude oil, starting with natural gas, and apologies for the late video. And as I was super busy today, but you have not missed anything since yesterday's video. We were prepared for the move exactly like this, a bearish candle here, and then we had a little push down, and we are still pushing down. But let me show you the clip from the last video so that we can connect the dots from there. As you can see, the termination zone, let's do on NEMIX first. Termination zone of head and shoulder pattern has been breached. And rejection again from 50 EMA or rejection below 50 EMA. In that case, we are going to go short again. As you can see, a nice downtrend exactly here has been pushing down. Price has been rejecting again and again from the trend line above. And we had a head and shoulder bearish pattern. We had the breach of the zone. We had a bearish engulfer. And if there is one more bearish engulfer, I'm going to go short again using one ATR initial targets. And second target, I will go solid 2 ATR. So only selling, nice rejection from 50 EMA, and we might see another rejection from 50 EMA. Just for your visual, you can also draw this nice a trend line like that, and if there is a bearish engulfer below 50 EMA, we are going to go short till here. Nice one. So natural gas is respecting this trend line nicely all the way from here. 1, 2, 3 touches here. With that, we have a swing high bearish engulfing candle. Now I got lots of messages from the student that if that is a valid entry, no, that is not a valid pullback entry bearish. But if I use my discretionary style of trading like I've shown in my previous video right here, I have mentioned this trend line on platinum, and as you can see, we had this pin bar and that rejects from the trend line, and that nicely pushed up. At least one ATR has been pushed up from here, but I'm aiming a bigger target here on platinum. But similar goes with natural gas, but that is exactly opposite. So as long as this trend line has been respected and forms a bearish condition, we can still see a possible push down. If you look here, the ATR is 5.9, which is low ATR, low volume in natural gas these days. So all the way from here, it pushed down around 1 ATR already. But I'm expecting a further push down. At least first target will be exactly till this recent lows, and then once we are broken below this low, pull back, and then bearish engulfer exactly like this. I'll still go short and keep on taking shots till the price get to the next level of major support, which I've been showing from last couple of videos. In case you have missed it, these are the zones you need to mark in green on your platform, all for platformcapital.com or under NEMIX and MCX as well. So have the zones ready on your charts, and once the price reaches my zone, I'm still bearish till we are here. Once we are here, I'm going to look for my nice condition. I'm expecting a very good bounce from the zone as it is a very strong level. Looking here on daily, as you can see, previous bounce, a massive bounce from here, and looking here on weekly, that is a very good level, respected multiple times as support and resistance. If you look back, that is a very strong level that reacted nicely in the past. That is why this is an area of significance from where I'm expecting a further bounce, a nice bounce. Till then, we are only looking for bearish trade. I'm not buying as long as we are below the trend line and as long as we are below 50 and 20 EMA both. Here on Ovanda, exactly the same. We are still bearish till we are in the level below that. I've just shown you a nice and big level, as you can see, on a daily and on a weekly time frame on all the platforms, and on all the time frames that is a level of significance. And if you look here, that is a very strong level on daily as well. That is why I'm not looking for any buy trades till we are here. We are still intact with the head and shoulder bearish pattern all the way from here, and we are broken below the termination zone, and we are still aiming for the price to push down at least to this green zone right here. Once we are broken below this termination zone, we are completely bearish. As you can see, this dotted line, a break itself is an entry here on Ovanda, but let's see how that goes. We are still looking for bearish trade, nicely respected from the trend line, as you can see right from here. And if you look here on NEMIX, nicely respected from the trend line all the way from here till here, and rejected against with a swing high bearish engulfing pattern. For now, short-term targets will be right till here, from where you can see another bounce, pull back, and then we can see a possible push down to the previous low. Again, I'll be still looking for the pullback entry bearish. Once I'm broken below this low, pullback, engulfer, and then I'm going to go short. So in general, we are bearish, and we're only looking to sell natural gas till the zone below right here. And same goes with MCX. Audience exactly the same, bearish engulfer, and we are aiming this level. Till then, we are only looking for bearish trades, nicely rejected from the trend line, as you can see right here. Next up, we have gold. Now gold has just hit the take profit as mentioned in my last few videos. Now there was no ifs, there was no buts, clear conditions. We entered when this candle has formed right here. And this was already mentioned to you, so without ifs, without buts, if you have taken this entry, you have made 2,600 pips here in gold. And I've also mentioned that I'm aiming a target to this termination zone from where we can see a possible push down. Exactly how we predicted and price pushed lower. Now let me show you the clip from the last video so that you can learn the entries as well and we can connect the dots from there. Gold has just formed a bullish inverse head and shoulder pattern. Now we still haven't got any sort of bullish condition. There is still a chance that price come back down in this zone and forms a clear bullish pattern. So that is what I'm actively looking again. So we had a bounce from this termination zone, but that bounce means nothing to me. I want to see another push down below this low, and I want to see bullish engulfer or a pin bar like this. If that happens, I will go 1 ATR, very simple and very easy, 1 ATR for my target, which is at this point $15, or once my signal triggers, I will take my entry from here till here. For gold, as you can see, price just form a pin bar in my termination zone right here. Now that is a valid entry according to the head and shoulder bullish pattern. Now according to that, the ATR is what? $16. And as you can see all the way from here, $16 goes exactly till here, something like that. So that is 1 ATR target. Of course, a bigger target would be till this termination zone above right here, where I exit my trades. And that is what we call patience and taking your trades with condition. And that is a lesson to learn, that not taking your profits is as risky as not placing your stop loss. So if you have take profits set right here, and that was 1.6 to 1 reward to risk ratio trade, that was clearly mentioned. Similar as natural gas, this trend line has been inspected multiple times and we are failed to break above this trend line. And with that, if you follow me from a couple of years, I have my termination zone that needs to be broken for the further bullish continuation. So let's see how that goes. For now, I'm just looking for bearish trades. Short term, if there is a pullback below 50 EMA, bearish engulfer, I'm gonna go short. Or if the price hit my trend line again, forms bearish engulfer, that is a discretionary trading for me, and then that is again a sell signal and price will push down. Exact bearish condition here, bearish pattern here, evening star here. And we can see a similar pattern here. If that happens, we are going to go short. Once we are close above with a solid candle, not just a wick or not just a red candle like this, in that case, we have an indication that price is likely going to push up and continue to push up in a trend to the next level of major resistance. So keep an eye. For now, we are just bearish and we might see a possible double bottom as well, which I have mentioned in my last video as well. So if the price continues to push down, it will come down to my rejection area of double bottom pattern. Right here, the head and shoulder pattern, we have already taken this trade from here. And remember, that was a minor pattern. So that's why you don't need to get confused yourself with this pattern anymore. So remove this line and now we are aiming for the double bottom pattern, which is exactly first bottom. And now we are waiting for the price to form a second bottom, which will be exactly like this and exactly like this. So keep your chart clear, exactly like this. And we are just aiming for this area. Once the price comes down, forms engulfer like this, pin bars like this. Pin bars are aggressive entry. We have a buy signal and we can see a good bounce from here, at least till 50 EMA. But for that, we are waiting for the signal. Otherwise, push down bearish engulfer is something we are looking at, and only bearish till the zone below, which is 324.4.65 goes up to 3264.52. An area from where we are looking to buy this market. Coming on silver, silver is pushing down and already formed a bearish pattern. Right here, we had a bearish engulfer exactly right here. And ATR is 75 cents, which is a big ATR. And as you can see, the price pushed on 50 cents already. So I'm aiming a price to come down further. And this is the signal that I've already mentioned in my Telegram group on a daily time frame. We have a double top expecting a push down further. But for now, we are still above 50 EMA. And as you can see, that pushed up around 21 cents. I'm still expecting some bounce. It could be till here, maybe some range, and then it will fall back down on 4-hour time frame. For now, I'm not selling on a smaller time frame, but if you are someone who trade on a higher time frame, that is an entry, and I'm expecting at least 1 ATR target on a higher time frame. It can take a couple of days as well on a higher time frame. On a smaller time frame, once I'm broken below 50 EMA, only then I'll start to look for my bearish pullback entry till we are in the zone below, which is right here in green, and that zone is exactly 34.42 goes to 35, from where I'll be looking to buy this market. For now, just clean your charts so that you have no distraction and you're not just trying to draw every single area as a support and resistance. So one resistance, one support, that is all we are looking at. This is just a consolidation, not any sort of support. So keep an eye. Once we are broken below 50 EMA, we are only looking for bearish trades on 4-hour. On a daily, we are still bearish. Finally, we have crude oil just broken out. Now, this is very important for this candle to close above. Once this candle is closed solid, in that case, that is itself an entry. 180, I'm expecting a push up. Stop loss can be below the EMAs. We are getting a bullish cross as well. And that is very aggressive entry, which I don't prefer on crude oil. For crude oil, I want to see some more push up, pull back in golfer and pull back entry. That is all I'm looking at. And keep on buying crude oil till it get to the next level of major resistance, which is right up there on capital.com. And if you're looking and trading on NEMIX, exactly right here on these numbers in blue. As you can see, my trend line is broken as well, means we have a good bearish signal, bullish signal, and we also have this bullish pattern right here that also pushed up. For my students, you know that is a pullback entry bullish here as well, if you count this high to this low. But I wouldn't have gone for it due to small pullback. So keep an eye, only buying trades for crude oil. We have broken out, but let this candle closed as well. Make sure this candle is closed above and solid. If this candle, let's say, come back down, in that case, we are not bullish anymore. Very important to see a solid close like this. If it comes down, leaves a wick, in that case, we are still ranging sideways. If that close above higher, in that case, we are looking towards the upside. So that's it for today's video. Hope you got a value. If yes, hit the like button for me, subscribe if you're new, so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. Hope you trade green. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care.